Numbers 23 says, God is not human that he should lie, which basically is kind of a hurtful lesson. It's a lesson about God and a lesson about us. So raise your hand if you would, if you've ever told a lie in your entire life. Ever, even one time. Hold them up, keep them up there, take a look around. If you see somebody without their hand up, you know when they told their lie. I'm just saying, we may get those heathen shirts after all, right? Listen, put your hands down. I'm not sure I can trust you anyway. Listen, weren't you taught growing up that lying is wrong? Wouldn't common sense say that everyone knows in general, people in general know that lying is wrong? It doesn't mean that people don't lie. It just means we know we're wrong when we're doing it, right? What is the source of that belief? Well, my mom and dad. Well, who told your mom and dad? Well, their mom and dad told them. Well, who told? Where does this go? The 9th commandment, Exodus 20. You shall not give false testimony against your neighbor. By the way, the undergirding of that, the principle of that commandment is for all areas of life, that God demands honesty. That's why in Proverbs 12 we read this, the Lord detests lying lips, and why in Leviticus 19 we read, do not lie. Do you know why? Because God wants people to believe his children. That's important to him. But it's even bigger than that. A moment ago I showed you part of what Jesus said about Satan. These people that he's talking to denied that Jesus was the Son of God, that he was who he claimed to be. And so Jesus is talking to them about that. And he says, you belong to your father, the devil, and you want to carry out your father's desires. He was a murderer from the beginning, not holding to the truth, for there is no truth in him. When he lies, he speaks his native language, for he is a liar and the father of lies. I remind you of that because all of us bear a family resemblance to someone, either the father of truth or the father of lies. In Colossians 3, Paul writes to the church in Colossae, do not lie to each other, since you've taken off your old self with its practices and put on the new self, which is being renewed in knowledge in the image of its creator. Our character speaks to who our Father is. And here's why that's a big deal. God knows that what other people see in his kids, they're going to assume is true about him as well. The family resemblance we see in the children have to point back. And God doesn't lie. If he says it, you can believe it. And again, you can stake your life and your death and your life after death on it. And so this is what I believe about God, about who God is.